I want you to change the world, and don't think that this is going to happen peacefully or you can do it alone. We need to kill the rich. You get out there, you use your weapons, and you rip Washington apart. You hunt down the billionaires, the bank bosses, the CEOs, the scumbags and the liars, the governors, the lobbyists, the senators, because they're all the same, and you hang them.
Good morning, everyone. It's May 5th, 2018. I'm here at Elux Magazine, Frightening Frequencies, the Dangers of 5G, and What You Can Do About Them. Now, this is a rather lengthy article, and I am going to do the whole thing because, well, it's very, very important we understand the dangers of 5G and what it does. So, naturally, when people get an itch, they inevitably want to take a mile. And this holds true when it comes to technology. And who doesn't want faster, more efficient, bigger or smaller things or technology? We can look at wireless mobile telecommunications, for example. Our current broadband cellular network platform, 4G or fourth generation, allows us to transmit data faster than 5G and everything that preceded. We can access information faster now than ever before in history. What more could we want? Oh, yeah. Transmission speeds powerful enough to accommodate the rather horrifying so-called Internet of Things, which brings us to 5G. Until now, these networks were designed to meet the needs of people, but 5G is not designed to meet the needs of people, but rather it is created to meet the machines of, it's designed to meet the needs of machines, there we go, offering low latency, high efficiency data transfer. It achieves this by breaking data down into smaller packages, allowing for faster transmission times, whereas 4G has a 50 millisecond delay. I mean, it's only being improved by 50 milliseconds, and what we're going to get in return is terrible. 5G data transfer will offer a mere 1 millisecond delay. We humans don't notice the difference, but it will permit machines to achieve near seamless communications, which in itself may open a whole Pandora's box of troubles for us and our planet. And this is supposed to represent the Internet of Things, this graph. Everything is connected to the Internet. Everything. Every bit of modern technology, from your stoves to your refrigerators to your toasters to your coffee pots to your TVs, Xboxes, and so on. Okay, here's some background on 5G technology. Faster processing speeds require more bandwidth, yet our current frequency bandwidths are quickly becoming saturated. The idea behind 5G is to use untapped bandwidth of the extremely high frequency millimeter wave, between 30 gigahertz and 300 gigahertz, in addition to some lower and mid-range frequencies. And the reason why these frequencies are so dangerous is because everything we see is made up of frequencies. The table, it's frequency. It's frequency holding it together. It's frequency making it appear to be a table. And without these with the interruptions in our frequencies, I think we'll see more of our our natural frequencies break down. Okay, so high frequencies, millimeter waves, travel a short distance. Furthermore, they don't travel well through buildings and tend to be absorbed by rain and plants, leading to signal interference. Thus, the necessary infrastructure would require many smaller, barely noticeable cell towers situated close together with more input and output ports than there are on the much larger, easier to see 4G towers. This would likely result in wireless antennas every few feet on every lamppost and utility pole in your neighborhood. So we're going to be saturated with this frequency. Here are some numbers to put things into perspective. As of 2015, there were 308,000 wireless antennas on cell towers and buildings. That's double the 2002 number, yet 5G would require exponentially more smaller ones placed much closer together, with each emitting bursts of radio frequency radiation, granted at levels much lower than of today's 4G cell towers. That will be much harder to avoid because these towers will be ubiquitous. If we could see the RFR, it would look something like smog it would look like smog that's everywhere all the time. And here are the health concerns. First, it's important to know that in 2011, the World Health Organization, International Agency for Research on Cancer, classified RFR as a potential 2B carcinogen, and specified that the use of mobile phones could lead to specific forms of brain tumors. Many studies have associated low-frequency level RFR exposure with a litany of health effects, including DNA signal and double-strand breaks, which leads to cancer, oxidative damage, which leads to tissue deterioration and premature aging, disruption of cell metabolism, increased blood-brain barrier permeability, melatonin reduction, leading to insomnia and increasing cancer risks, disruption of brain glucose metabolism, generation of stress proteins leading to myriad of diseases. Okay, do you want your DNA strands broken? I mean, we already have serious damage to our DNA from Roundup. And again, if you smoke cigarettes and you're worried about the effects of the cigarettes, cigarettes are nothing compared to what this 5G shit will do to you. If you're a drug addict worried about the drugs that you take, what they're doing to your body, it's nothing compared to what this 5G is going to do to you. Okay, so the 5G network utilizes high-frequency radio bands, or millimeter wave bands, which give off the same dose of radiation as airport scanners. The effects of this radiation on public health have yet to undergo the rigors of long-term testing. No, they're not going to test it. They don't fucking care. They don't fucking care if they kill us, because they have no need for us. And in my opinion, this is just another part of the massive depopulation agenda currently ongoing. Okay. Perhaps the strongest concern involves adverse effects of mmWs millimeter waves on human skin. This to the Federal Communication this letter to the Federal Communications Commission from Dr. Yale Stein of Jerusalem's Hebrew University outlines the main points. Over 90% of microwave radiation is absorbed by the epidermis and dermis layers, so human skin basically acts as an absorbing sponge for microwave radiation. The sweat ducts in the skin's upper layer act like helical antennas, which are specialized antennas constructed specifically to respond to electromagnetic fields. With millions of sweat ducts, the 5G increased RFR needs it stands to reason that our bodies will become far more conductive to this radiation. And the full ramifications of this fact are presently unclear. And that this is the same exact mentality as, say, building nuclear reactors on fault lines and in places that are prone to hurricanes and tsunamis. It's taking the same amount of thought, let's put these things everywhere, and goddamn it, if it kills all humans, that's okay, because we have robots now. We have robots now to take the place of the human labor. This is going to make everyone sick. The 4G towers are already having untold effects on you and I. And each time this technology is supposedly improved, it causes more damage to the human body, to organic material, period. And they think they have an opiate crisis now, people popping pills and trying to numb themselves to pain. Well, these millimeter waves may cause our pain receptors to flare up in recognition of the waves as damaging stimuli. But the doctors out there, well, they'll say you're faking and you're a motherfucking drug addict if these things are causing you extreme pain. They will treat you like a drug addict. They will tell you to go to a fucking methadone clinic and get the fuck out of my office. Anyway, I digress. So, it's okay, as long as they got their machines, right? Okay, one more paragraph here, and I'm going to wrap it up. Unfortunately, innocent animals have already been the victims of testing to see MM waves, or millimeter waves, effect on living cells. Extrapolating the result from animal testing to humans isn't straightforward, but the results nonetheless raise some serious red flags. Perhaps most significantly, a U.S. National Toxicology Program study noted that male rats exposed to RFR for 9 hours a day over 2 years developed rare forms of tumors in the brain and heart, and rats of both sexes develop DNA damage. So this technology has a stronger effect on males than it does females. And I'm going to tell you why. The female blood-brain barrier is quite a bit stronger than the male blood-brain barrier. This technology will erode the male blood-brain barrier. As a result, and this toxic frequency will be able to access our brains. As if males didn't already have enough shit to worry about. You add this on top of it, well, we're fucked. We're fucked unless we do something to stop it. We need to stop the AI. We need to stop all of it now. Now. And of course, nobody is going to lift a finger. Nobody's going to join forces to put our bodies against this machine and to stop it. No, we're going to sit in our fucking chairs here, like I am, and we're going to have our feet up, watching our television, smoking our dope, drinking our beer, playing our video games. Well, that's what we care about now. We don't care about freedom. We don't care about the effects the tech industry is having on us. We don't care about the effects the military-industrial complex or the prison-industrial complex or the law enforcement-industrial complex or the healthcare industrial complex has on us. No, we're just going to keep our feet up with our controllers in our hands and our bongs next to us and our 40s, and we're going to drink and pop pills and smoke dope until fucking everything is all right. You all know that I'm not against drugs in the slightest bit. But there comes a time when we must rid ourselves of these vices and concentrate on the things that are fucking killing us, like the government and all those other industrial complexes that I just listed. I don't know. Of course, guys like Jordan Peterson and Molyneux and Jones and Adams and the rest of them, Milo, fucking Shapiro, all of these guys, they will never tell you that's what needs to be done. They think there is some sort of political solution to our current situation, and there's not. There's not. Every passing day, the fucking deep state gets a stronger and stronger grip on the throats of our people. Until next time, kill the state before the state kills you.